Welcome, everyone, to the quantum frequency for divination. I am the Divine Mystic. Today is October the 25th, and I am conducting a bi weekly astrological reading for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, I was just thinking about you. So, this week's reading is a little bit different. So, I'm doing what's called a deep moon insight reading, and I'm using my moon deck. And I was just recently kind of preparing myself. Breakfast, and I was thinking, this is kind of like a Pisces reading, this deep moon insight. I mean, of course, your tarot card is the sign, or is the moon. Sorry, so it just kind of like relates to you as well here. But like you're the King of Hearts. They've chosen you because your grandfather time. You're practical. You're reliable. Um, somebody can, somebody that people can count on. Okay, I think for the most part here, Pisces. Um, okay, so let's just get started here. So if you guys are new and find that my videos resonate with you, go ahead, like, share, comment, and subscribe, all of those wonderful things. Now, Pisces, the other thing as well, so I've been using this deck in my readings now for a little bit, but I find that I kind of get hidden behind all the different cards and stuff that I use, so I decided to just do this reading to like showcase it. And of course, if you guys have subscribed here already, thank you so much for all the love and support that you've shown me. So enjoy things just a little bit different today. Okay, so the first card I had, my dreams reveal that magic is possible and anything is real. So your psychic intuition, your dreams are very, very high here at this moment. Okay, interesting. So, this could be also indicating a very like vivid dreams. Dreams could be keeping you up as well. Like I'm on the right path and divinely guided, and I am of the earth and in harmony with nature. This indicates to me that again you're being woken up in the middle of the night by dreams, but this is actually a spot of inspiration for you. Okay. Um, so whatever this is that you're dreaming about, you're probably dreaming about people and things, but there is something in particular, messages that are coming through that are meant to be channeled and shared with other people. So either you're receiving messages from loved ones or from people who passed on, and these messages are for your friends and your family and the people around you, and you may be communicating those with others. Now, in other instances, these dreams that you're having, you're dreaming of faraway places, you're dreaming of faraway lands that like honestly they don't really exist. And this could be confusing you just a little bit, Pisces. Kind of like the idea of like Lemuria. You're dreaming of like the future places or past places, or again just imaginative, creative places. And there's a very specific reason for that. Okay, there's a puzzle piece in those messages that you're supposed to be receiving. But it's very mysterious. I trust the mystery of life. So things aren't necessarily revealing themselves directly to you. And I think this is part of what's confusing you as well. And you see how like I'm on the right path and divinely guided, but you see how like this is kind of like murky waters here with the moon light shining everything up. Like I've personally like kind of dreamt about this place. Um, so we all have this place in our dream state, okay, where we kind of go to, and in this state, in this place, okay, we meet with a person, and this could definitely be that like King of Hearts energy, that like grandfather time energy, like where we're meeting with this person, and we're being told things, okay, so there's divine downloads that we're receiving. At this time, okay, and this is messages towards this. Now, for those of you guys who are dreaming about things that aren't real, places that aren't real, things that aren't real. There's this fiction, okay, that you're supposed to be creating with this. So you guys are supposed to be channeling this into some sort of work. This could be movie, this could be book, this could be game. This is something to this effect here, okay. But I definitely see somebody into illustrations. So this could be something that's kind of coming through as well, like creating a graphic novel. With your dreams and like these places that you've kind of been, right? Because it's so mysterious, it's almost out of this world. I trust the mystery of life, and I kind of almost see that too as being somewhat of like, again, just highly creative, and it's confusing you. I am courageous, steady, and strong. So this message is coming through, telling you to be confident in sharing these ideas. Some of you guys might feel as though like what it is that you have to share, or these ideas that you're coming up with, um, won't be well received by other people. So this might be something that, like, again, you might be a little bit afraid of putting yourself out there. Like you maybe perhaps prefer to stay anonymous or masked. Could be something that is is looking at here, but again, be confident, because it's like the ideas that you have are just like they're out there, and they're gonna gain a large following, I think, very, very quickly, very quickly. But again, like you've seen that my dreams reveal that magic is possible, or magic is real, and anything is possible. So again, you've seen that, So um, if you're in that group where you're like waking up in the middle of the night with these vivid dreams that are kind of crazy, what this saying is like get a pen and pencil and write those down. Okay, write them down, and put that into like something practical. Put something into practical, something that's going to make you a lot of money as well, as what I'm hearing. Okay, so um, this could be, again, like coding as well, is what I'm hearing. Collaboration brings more sweetness into my life and into the world, and I kind of see that as like an intricate, like honeycomb, like the fine details getting into that. And it's like it's funny because it's like when you sleep, Pisces, you have this like mirror, and this mirror is like almost like a magnifying glass. So like you're able to like zoom in on like these very, very fine details that are um like, and the way that you're going to be able to like present those and put them out is going to be with such a finesse. Okay, such a finesse, that like other people would be like, oh my god, how did you do that? And you're like, well, I'll never reveal my secrets. Like a magician never reveals his secrets, is what I'm seeing here. And this is definitely like magician energy coming through. It's okay, I now have, especially with like my dreams reveal that magic is possible, and anything is real. So again, it's like it's magician. You have all of the skills, all of the tools necessary for you at this time. This could also be indicating too of a new relationship or an existing relationship coming through that's going to spark some creative creative juices flowing through here for you. So love and intimacy flow into my life effortlessly. And I'm just kind of, again, seeing that as that person being amused to you, like male or female. It's just, again, this person's going to inspire you. This is going to be somebody that you look to with like just complete admiration. And I think the person that you're dealing with too, is going to be a little bit emotional. So you could definitely be dealing with a water sign. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, also fire or air is indicated here as well, but could be any sign. But the person that you're dealing with, I think, has some very deep-seated emotions at play, and I think it's kind of, again, it's like it's in that deep, murky water, right? It's in that deep water, but like um, you want to support that person, you want to help that person achieve their goals and their dreams as well. So I definitely see that as like supportive energy coming through from your parts, Pisces. Like you want to be the strength, you want to be the rock that kind of holds it all together. And even though sometimes like you don't necessarily feel like you have it all together yourself, but you're an observer. You kind of like you're a sit back and watch type person, observe and take notes and kind of process based on that. So because of it, you're able to give a more balanced approach to things, and you're also able to see things in a way or a solution that other people can't. So you kind of have this like this bird's eye view type thing going on, where you're just able to see higher, like just from the outsider perspective, like an outsider looking in can see it this way. And that's where again, like this person, it's like you see it that way, like as an outsider looking in, you're beautiful on the inside, type thing. So this is the type of person that you're dealing with. But for some of you coming through, the emotion of it is just a little bit much. With I'm like it's a lot. Okay, it's a lot. This person is very expressive with their emotions, and it can scare you a little bit, Pisces, because again, you're like, well, I get it, I'm there, but I'm a slow and steady. Like, for fuck's sakes, I'm grandfather time. Sorry. um, but again, like, you're slow and steady wins the race, and like you understand that like manifestation has everything to do with the actions that you take. So if you want that job, then you have to take actions towards getting that job. You have to apply for them. You have to go to school in that course. Like you're like, again, this is the very practical side of you, right? Like it's like the rhythm of my breath directs the rhythm of my life. Some things in life are just guaranteed or certain. Okay, um, so you don't necessarily see a lot of you don't see like, okay, if something in life is certain, why focus on things that aren't, right? And this is where the emotionality comes into it. And like for the most part, Pisces, either you are trying to disconnect from the emotional aspect of yourself, or you have already disconnected from the emotional aspect of yourself. And you see this in black and white. Black and white. So you could be dealing with Libra because I'm kind of seeing the scales of justice. But um and it's just like, okay, listen, let's focus on the tangible and the real things. Okay. So you could be dealing with somebody who like is currently trying to find a job, for example, because they really feel like I'm coming back to this. And this may be you, this may be your person. But it's like, okay, well, what did you do today towards achieving that goal? Um, and this person is feeling as though you might be a little bit harsh or critical towards them, because like they aren't pragmatic in that sense. Okay, so they're like, well, listen, this is what, and it's like I did this little bit today, and your approach to that is like that's not enough. And it's not like you're being a hard ass, but it's just like this is the practical side of you. This is the magician energy that says to you like, hey, look, if you put energy and effort into this, okay, if you work towards this, you will achieve it. Because it's like collaboration brings more sweetness into my life, and I craft my core desires with certainty and ease. Definitely coming through on the Eight of Pentacles here, with kind of like a Three of Pentacles type of vibe. So coming through that again, like I welcome clear vision and inspired action. If you take action towards it, you will achieve it. And that in life is guaranteed. That in life is guaranteed. If you breathe, you will breathe. You know, um, this sort of thing. And you're trying to show that person that. You could be dealing with Leo as well. But you're trying to show that person that in a very and in your heart, okay, and your intentions, you're being very loving towards this person because you have very high admiration for this person. Um, but basically, with that though, it's just like I said, you're coming off as being a little bit harsh to that person, a little bit harsh to that person. But you're trying to inspire them. You're trying to wake them up. Movement awakens my creative spirit. You could be trying to like awaken them up spiritually as well. Um, and certainly this connection is a spiritual connection because I have indication of the 5D, on more than one indication here. I love myself completely and unconditionally. So this is very important. And this is again part of what you're trying to teach yourself. And I think Pisces, like you've come to terms with it. You're like, okay, I love myself, I am who I am. And like your confidence is very high at this time. And this is what you're trying to instill into that other person as well. It's all about like loving yourself unconditionally. And when you do, you're going to take the right steps, the right actions, and you're going to get the things that it is that you want. Um, some of you guys at this time are considering a move, a change in direction. My inner compass knows the way. So for some of you, this is talking about um, either a new relationship. Okay, it's like maybe some of you are going to be leaving behind this person who is a little bit emotionally needy, and moving towards something a little bit different, a little bit new. Because it's like I love myself completely and unconditionally, and I can't allow you to pull me down. So some of you guys are dealing with an energy vampire in that regards, and you're going to be moving towards towards something else, and maybe that's kind of taking a step out towards the unknown and saying, okay, look, I'm going towards this way. Others of you guys are moving away from people who have criticized you negative or harshly. Because I free myself from critical thoughts towards my body and my worth. So moving towards something new. Now, others of you, especially with the I welcome clear vision and inspired action with the compass. It's just indicating to me you guys might be moving locations, moving to a different city, moving to a different country, or just a general like for some of you, this is the opposite side of the city, and that's a huge move. Um, that's a huge move for you guys. Now, this is also indicating of considering buying property is what I'm seeing. So some of you guys are kind of like you're almost at the point, or you guys are at the point now where you're ready to sort of make that investment. This could be moving, like selling a house and buying another one, or buying a house for a first time, either or. But again, there's kind of this like nervousness about this. Like, am I ready for this? Do I really have enough money? Because again, it's like deep thought. So it's like kind of being caught up in these thoughts, and sometimes that can kind of hinder your confidence or your approach to things as well. But again, it's like um, I think it's just kind of a matter of time, right? Because again, Pisces, grandfather time, like when it's time, and you're willing to wait for the right thing. And maybe that's just what it is. Maybe you're looking at homes or looking at properties, could be looking at vehicles as well, or looking at making some sort of investment. with it, and you're just like, no, I'll know it when I see it, and you haven't seen it yet. Whereas other people around you are probably like, oh, Pisces, you're being finicky or you're being picky, like, and you probably have pressure from, um, I'm going to say a parent or a grandparent, okay, somebody who wants you to get married, somebody who wants you to, and it could be career too, but like, I'm kind of getting more of a strong sense, oh, like, when are you going to get married? When are you going to meet that person? When are you going to meet the one? And for some of you guys, you don't necessarily have the heart to tell the person that like it's never going to happen the way that they think it is, and this could be because of sexual orientation. So like kind of keeping it to yourself, but because grandmother wouldn't necessarily accept it, and like this sort of energy is here as well, right? But again, you just kind of smile and you get through it, and you do it very, very well. But I trust the mystery of life, right? Because it's like you're very good at kind of leading a double life, if you had to, or whatever it is, like you just like you're very much compartmentalized here, Pisces. And this is why, again, I think you're a more emotionally stable person than whoever you're dealing with, or it's love interest or like current relationship boss. um, you're more emotionally secure because it's like you've just been through a lot, right? With I'm on the right path and divinely guided, you've been through a lot, right? But it's like I live each moment with a presence of gratitude, like you wouldn't take it back for the world, because it's like it really gave you like I welcome clear vision and inspired action. It really gave you that like momentum, right? It gave you that emotional stability. It's like again, you were on the outside looking in for a very, very long time. Um, and and it's kind of like, especially with this, with I trust the mysteries of life, it's seeing the darker side of things, and understanding that, right? With the like, and I'm just like looking at that lion who's just talking to me all about instincts, right? Like you understand human instinct. You've had this vision of it. You understand what motivates people. You understand, um, and some of you could be pushing other people's buttons on purpose because you understand how to do it. And this is not manipulative. This is part of you and your life lessons and understanding that, right? And again, about like, okay, maybe actions have more effect than we realize, right? And sometimes that's lack of action as well. This could be someone that you're dealing with. This could be you, or like kind of a procrastination type energy coming through here, where it's just like, well, I know what I have to do. Um, and it's just like getting down to it. But I have conscious eating nourishes me, and this is just indicating that, oh, as well, like focusing on health, focusing on yourself, and not procrastinating towards that. Don't put yourself last, put yourself first, right? And this is part of maybe why you're dealing with somebody who's like emotionally needy, and you're trying to like provide that emotional support to them. And why they're not necessarily understanding that as well, right? Because again, you have to understand how your actions affect others here. But movement awakens my creative spirit. A lot of creative energy is coming through here for you, Pisces. Very, very strong. And it's very important for you to apply those creative talents and the abilities that you have. My dreams reveal that magic is possible and anything is real, right? So, or sorry, magic is real. How did I say that? My dreams reveal that magic is real and anything is possible. That's what the card says. Um, so again, this is really talking that like everything that you want to achieve is absolutely at your disposal at this time. Okay, the power is within you. Um, I have like when you put all your effort in, like you create really, really amazing results. Okay, when you work with that, when you like you work well with others, Pisces, you work well with others because again, you can kind of detach yourself from things emotionally and kind of just be that person. Right, so this could be indicating to me as well, coming up into like a leadership position or receiving some sort of promotion as well. It's going to help get you just a little bit further. And for some of you guys, this means relocating as well. So this may or may not be with your existing company. Sometimes so in some cases you're going to be applying for a job at a distance, and in other cases you're going to be applying like it's within the same company but like at a different head office, or at the head office or something like, or even just traveling to meet with that person to kind of discuss that opportunity is coming through here. But I do see, Pisces, you kind of planning something. This could be a trip coming up for the summer, like a road trip or something. But I'm seeing this kind of like in the mountains as well. So maybe at west, or just somewhere in general that's kind of a little bit more natural, not necessarily like a down south type trip, but like a more rugged vacation type energies, but like maybe it's like a guy's trip or a girl's trip, like depending on who I'm talking to. But yeah, something. And as well, love and intimacy flow into my life effortlessly. If you've been single for a while, then there is going to be someone here who's going to be coming through this, coming into your life here. Now, sometimes for some of you, this person's going to stay for like I want to say like 1 to 3 months. And for others of you guys, it's going to be like 1 to 3 years. But there's a lot of karma in this relationship, and it's going to teach you a lot, and it's going to give you like a really good, just a really good solid. It's gonna add to your solid foundation. You'll see. You'll see. So Pisces, this concludes your bi-weekly reading. I hope the video has in fact resonated with you. If so, go ahead, like, share, comment, and subscribe, all of those wonderful things. And reach out for a personal reading if you're looking for any of that. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.